Hey, I appreciate you coming to the channel. Got another little painting job started here. I just thought I'd walk around for a second, kind of show you what the project looks like. It's going to be a complete project. I'm going to go ahead and paint every room in the house. You can see we can start out with a washer and dryer, and then you have a kitchen. Always fun to try to get up above the cabinets, but it's one of those deals that, you know, you can do it. It's not that big of a problem. Got a bar area, and then this is going to be the dining room here. Now here's a little tip for you. I always put something like this on a light, because if I don't mark that, I will definitely, especially wearing a hat, be looking down and run right into that light. Okay, and then it's got a little bit of a vaulted ceiling. The walls are a little bit higher on each end. Got some nice windows in it. You can see I've already started to patch. I pulled out all the nails and I put my spackling on there. I usually put 2 coats on there. It's got a nice front door entrance to it. You can get into a lot more square footage than you think, and especially when you like add a front entrance like this right here, that adds a lot to the actual square footage. The home's laid out pretty nice. I like the way the hallway is laid out here. It has bedroom number 1, it has bedroom number 2. This is a nice bath. And you come back here, the master bedroom. It's nice and big, got a couple good sized windows in it. Master bath. Got a shower unit here. And then has a really nice walk-in closet. Once again, I got all my basket shelves I'm going to have to deal with, but that's just the way it goes. You know, when you take on projects like this, there's always going to be obstacles like the baskets and different things and patching the hose and different things like that, but you just deal with it. So I'm getting ready to roll the walls the first coat. Go ahead and cut everything in. I always like to tape the baseboards off. Hey, here's a little bit of a tip for you. If your home has laminate floors in it, you got to be real careful with them. They actually market these laminate floors as being scratch resistant. Some of them even say scratch proof. Got to be careful with it. Very few of them I've ever seen do not scratch. And in fact, they actually scratch pretty easy if you're not really careful. One of the main concerns is a refrigerator. Now, one way to do it is not paint behind the refrigerator. But a lot of clients want you to paint behind there, because if they ever move and they take the refrigerator with them, well, then you're going to have a wall that's not painted. If you're not careful, they will scratch the floor. I have not moved this refrigerator. I talked to the client and she said that she had moved it out and checked behind it, checked the water lines and stuff, and then moved it back in. I'm a little bit nervous about even messing with this one, just because of that fact right there. You can see that's a pretty good scratch that's in there. And what happens is something is caught underneath that wheel right there. And that's what you gotta be careful with, is the wheels on these. Even though they have wheels, if there's something underneath there, a grain, heck, it could be a little grain of sand, it could be anything like that, that would cause that to scratch. So if it doesn't want to roll really easy, I am not going to mess with it, because that is just a real problem waiting to happen right there. Okay, here's what I was talking about. Got the refrigerator out a little bit farther, and you can see how bad that is. Now back there, I've already reached back there and vacuumed that, but it needs some more. But you can see all this stuff right here. This is what you got to worry about right there, because that will scratch a floor if it gets underneath one of those wheels. Yeah, you can clearly see when it was pulled out before, you can see that scratch, and then it actually comes in. It comes in and then turns and heads back that way. So I would say somebody tried to center the refrigerator. You know, there's so much stuff on the floor back here. Could have even been this little piece of plastic right here, could have scratched it. So I'm going to clean all that up. I'm able to squeeze behind there now, so I'll squeeze behind there, get it painted and get it put back. Wanted to show you this too. A lot of times, especially in older home, you'll have your countertops. Caulking has split away from the wall. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go in and I'll caulk all that up before I paint it. Probably a lot of painters don't mess with it. It just makes for a really nice job. So I'll go ahead and take a little bit of time, caulk it all up. You gotta be careful not to gouge the walls. This is something that's very important too. When I'm taking these shelves off, I'll actually bring them into another room, like this is the master bedroom, and I lay them out in order that I took them off. The right-hand side, the left-hand side, and the back wall. I always lay them out like that because I don't want a lot of problems when I go to put this back together. I'm gonna do a nice job painting everything, and then I want it to go back together real smooth. Sometimes they'll cut the shelves a little different from the left to the right. Get them all mixed up. You're liable to try to put one on there, it's a little bit too long, and now you scratched your brand new paint job up. It's very important to go ahead and lay it out on the floor the way you took it off, and it's very easy to put it back together when you're done. Okay, so that's all there is to it as far as taking them off. Once again, you're gonna have to paint around these brackets. You're gonna have to paint around these brackets like this one right here. It's just better. Don't try to take them off the wall. Leave them on the wall, paint around them. Prep your walls, sand your walls. Make sure everything's ready to go. Make sure everything looks good, and then you can all put it back together. You know, I'm going through and I'm painting this whole house right here is gonna be nicely done. Everything is gonna look brand new in it. If you can afford it, go ahead and paint your closets too, because everything looks really nice. So take a room like this one. Okay, everything's looking nice, except for my lens looks dirty. But I've got this closet here painted, and see how nice that looks? Now I know you're gonna put a lot of clothes in there. I don't know if you're really gonna notice it's been painted or not, but hey, it looks pretty good. Always put your lid back on. Okay, just wanted to show you where I'm at as far as the walk-in closet goes. Go ahead and I cut in around all the brackets, all the way around. Once again, you can't really take those brackets off because of the way they're put in. If you did, you would leave just great big holes like this right here, which is not good. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm getting ready to roll everything. I'll roll it one time, I'll cut in again, I'll roll it again. Always do 2 coats, put everything back together. Always want to give 2 coats. It's always better to put 2 coats on a wall. A walk-in closet like this, it's gonna get a lot of abuse. This is a pretty big project. If you had to take this project on yourself, it would be pretty tough if you're a beginner, but if you're professional, you just know, you just do it one segment at a time and you'll get it and everything will work out just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this walk-in closet finished up. I'll go around and touch everything up, finalize everything, and systematically start loading my tools up, get everything loaded up, and head on down the road. Hey, I do appreciate you coming to the channel. That's LAF Space Film Fest. That's capital LAF Space Film Fest. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you would. Hammer it down. I appreciate it. Helps me put out videos like this just in case you want to paint your house. This is how you do it. It's not bad. Just step by step by step. And you can see it looks brand new when you get it finished. Really, really looks nice. Okay, it's always nice to finish up a project. And this was a pretty good project. Took me roughly about 14, 15 days to complete. By the turned out nice. Painted every room in the house, every closet in the house, and I like it. It turned out nice, and I like the colors. It's always nice to be able to paint something a little bit more than just white. I love it when somebody has enough imagination and enough courage to paint something with color. Let me take you a little walk around. Here you have a laundry room. The kitchen turned out really nice. Got the dining area. And then we go into the great room, which is really pretty, looking back on the kitchen. Entranceway. And it takes us into the hallway. Master bedroom. Guest bath. Turned out nice. There's an accent wall, cuddle of the color. Gray screen on the walls. Kind of like this color here. This was always a fun color to paint. I like that color a lot. Looks good. Come out of there. Great room. Master bedroom. It's got two different colors. Got an accent color here for it. And then we go into the master bath, which is the yellow cuddle color. Turned out good. And then we have the final room, which was the master walk-in closet. It turned out nice. So as you can see, it turned out pretty nice. It's always nice having a project like this. Something you can really pay attention to and do good work and do top quality work. And I guess it's time to go on to the next project. Very important, if you ever do a job for somebody, make sure that you vacuum and clean up really well. I think I get more compliments my entire career on the fact that when I get a job done, people come home and they can't even tell a contractor was there working because I always clean up. Even day to day, I clean up. Never leave a mess.